In 2012, a modest $4,000 video went viral when a virtually unknown guy named Michael Dubin delivered a speech in a humorous, nonchalant tone titled, "Our Blades Are Fuking Great." In it, he jokes about how razor brands make things way too complicated. Too many blades, useless extra features, fancy gadgets that nobody really needs, while positioning his own offer as the simple solution everyone actually needed: a decent razor delivered to your door for a price that makes sense. That single video hit 12 million views and generated over 10,000 orders, crashing the website in the process. But this wasn't just a viral moment. This one video laid the foundation for something that would reshape an entire industry, not just in the short term, but for years to come. 5 years later, the company was acquired by Unilever for $1 billion, making its founder rich and famous almost overnight. And while Dubin was celebrating, his competitors were watching their market share collapse one after another. Nobody in the industry saw it coming. This story plays out exactly like a David and Goliath scene, except this time it's real, and it was settled with billions of dollars. On one side, David, a small startup founded in a garage with just $30,000, led by a simple comedian with zero experience in the razor industry. On the other side, Goliath, Procter and Gamble's Gillette, a billion-dollar empire with massive R&D budgets, decades of market dominance, and marketing muscle most companies could only dream of. And yet, in just 4 years, this tiny startup managed to capture 43% of the razor market with nothing but a genuine idea before being bought out by Unilever. This case has become one of the most studied business strategies in the world, taught in top universities and dissected by major companies, as living proof that being small doesn't mean you can't build something worth billions. In this video, we're answering, how did such a small startup manage to shake an entire industry? What were Dollar Shave Club's real success factors? What happened to Gillette after this? And what has Dollar Shave Club become today? It all started in 2010 at a Christmas party. There, Michael Dubin met a man named Mark Levine who had a strange problem. He owned a warehouse in California full of 250,000 double-edged razor blades, just sitting there waiting to be sold. Mark was looking for a way to finally turn that stock into profit, and when he shared his problem with Michael, something clicked. They both realized something simple but powerful. Buying razors had become a real pain point for consumers. A pack could cost you around $25, which felt completely absurd for something as basic as shaving. On top of that, the whole shopping experience was frustrating. Razors locked behind plastic cases in stores, constant stock shortages, and way too much friction just to buy something you needed every week. That's when the idea hit them. Why not sell razors through a monthly subscription? Subscription models were already booming at the time. Netflix and Spotify had shown people were happy to pay a small amount every month for something convenient. So why not do the same with razors? Instead of selling through stores, ship the razors straight to people's homes every month. The offer was simple: cheaper razors delivered right to your door, no more overpriced blades, and no more annoying trips to the store. Just an easy solution to a problem everyone dealt with. At that time, the shaving industry was a brutal red ocean completely dominated by one company, Gillette, owned by Procter and Gamble. And when we say dominated, we mean it. Gillette was spending around $8.3 billion a year on marketing and R&D combined, partnering with celebrities and controlling roughly 80% of the entire razor market. Other players existed, sure, but Gillette's grip on distribution channels was so strong that breaking into this market as a newcomer seemed almost impossible. Gillette's strategy was simple but brilliant. Sell the razor handle cheap, sometimes even at a loss, and make all the real profit on the refill blades designed to fit only their handles. This razor and blades model wasn't unique to Gillette either. You'll find the same logic in printers and ink cartridges, or gaming consoles and their games. Gillette's whole brand was built around premium innovation. Every new razor came with more blades, more gadgets, more revolutionary technology, and a price tag to match. They poured massive amounts of money into R&D every year, constantly pushing out new models to justify premium pricing, and it worked. Their financials showed a company that was untouchable, sitting comfortably at the top for decades. But Michael Dubin saw things differently. He thought Gillette's prices were way too high, and their tech heavy razors were honestly kind of pointless. Most people just wanted a clean shave, nothing more. He noticed a whole segment of price sensitive customers who were tired of overpaying for a mediocre buying experience. So that night, standing in front of his friend Mark, Michael basically said, "Why are we still paying 20 bucks for a razor with a chip in it? People don't need that. What if we just sold a good razor for a few dollars a month shipped straight to your door? No stores, no gimmicks, no nonsense." And just like that, Dollar Shave Club was born. Built on a subscription model, a direct to consumer strategy, and one clear differentiator: simplicity over complexity. The idea alone wasn't what made it work, though. The execution did. That now famous launch video turned a company that started with a warehouse full of unwanted stock and a $30,000 budget into a business processing thousands of orders within hours, from a modest garage operation to a company shaking up a billion-dollar industry. That's the kind of jump we're talking about here. And the results speak for themselves. Within just a few years, Dollar Shave Club was making over $150 million a year, all through this direct to consumer model. No stores, no middlemen, just customers ordering online every single month. At its peak, the company had captured somewhere between 5% and 15% of the entire razor market, depending on how you measure it, with more than 3 million loyal subscribers who kept paying month after month without even thinking twice about it. And that's really the magic of a subscription model. Once someone signs up, they usually stay for years, which means each customer isn't just worth one sale. They're worth hundreds of dollars over time. That's exactly the kind of long-term customer value that made investors so excited about this tiny company. In the beginning, Gillette honestly didn't care. Why would they? This was just some random guy with a cheap camera and a few $1,000s, competing against a company worth billions with over 100 years of history. To Gillette, Dollar Shave Club probably looked like a joke, not a threat. But slowly, month after month, they started noticing something strange. Their sales numbers were dropping, their market share was shrinking, and this joke of a company kept growing. By the time Gillette actually took it seriously, cutting prices, launching lawsuits, even copying the subscription model themselves, it was already too late. Dollar Shave Club had built something Gillette couldn't just buy back: a loyal customer base that trusted the brand, a head start that was hard to catch up to, and perfect timing, launching right when people were already comfortable buying everything online. This exact combination, loyal customers, a strong market position, and perfect timing, is exactly why Unilever decided to step in and acquire Dollar Shave Club for $1 billion. For Unilever, this wasn't just about buying a razor company. It was about buying a direct to consumer playbook they could use across other products too, and finally getting a real foothold in a market dominated by their biggest rival, Procter and Gamble, the owner of Gillette. So, what has Dollar Shave Club become today? After years under Unilever's ownership, the company eventually changed hands again, being sold to a private investment firm in 2023. It's still around, still shipping razors, but it's no longer the scrappy little underdog it once was. It's a fully established part of business history, taught in universities as one of the clearest examples of how a small idea done right can genuinely take down a giant. And if this story taught you anything, it's that being small was never the real problem. The only question is whether you have the right idea and the guts to execute it. So if you enjoyed learning how a $5,000 video ended up worth $1 billion, make sure to subscribe. Because stories like this one are exactly what this channel is all about.